Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. I'm Lorraine and today we are going to make these really cute little gift pouches. I was asked to come up with some ideas for wedding favors for a friend. So this is what I decided to do. I've seen these on Pinterest, on Instagram, and I know that when I was little, my mom used to make cosmetic bags. Of course they were bigger, but she'd sew the bottom one way and put the zipper in the top the cross way, and it's amazing how much you can get inside when you do that. So I've used the Something Fancy stamp set and dies. I've got the dies over here, and this is the Inked Botanicals paper. This is the Bright and Beautiful paper. So I've used the small die to cut out the tag, which I've stamped with "Here's to Beautiful Beginnings and Happy Ever Afters." This one you could do as birthday, whatever you like. It's a bit brighter, but I want to show you a couple of things. And the first thing I'm going to show you is how to use the dies. So the dies come with the little piece to cut out. So you just slide, you can do it all at the same time. And I find it easier to place this piece down and then sort this out. Just line it up so it's kind of even there. And then just grab a sticky note and try not to move it when you put it down. There we go, just like that. And one on the other side just to hold it tight. And then we're going to sandwich that up and run it through the machine. And I've used the Time Worn Type folder because what I found was, I found the labels to be just a little bit plain without some embossing on them. So that's why I chose to do the embossing. So I'm just going to put that plate back on there, pop this away, and when I take the sticky notes off, I end up with a tag with a hole for the ribbon. So before I do anything else, I might as well just run these through the Time Worn Type folder, and we'll do that. So thank you to all of my new subscribers this week, and everyone who's leaving comments letting me know that you've made projects and that you were thrilled with the results and you liked how the instructions were. So really appreciate that feedback. It's good to know that what I'm doing is working. And I've just lost my tag. Hang on a second. On the video, you probably all saw that fly right out of that envelope. So what we've got now is the two pieces in the Time Worn Type that we're going to put together and put the ribbon through. But first thing we need to do is we need to make the pouch. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to need my tear and tape, and I have scored this at a 1/2 inch. It's a 6x6 piece. You can make these any size you want, but I find the 6x6 gives you a good amount of space to put things in. So you scored at a 1/2 inch. And I want the pattern side out as opposed to the more plain side. So I'm just going to fold that edge over, give it a push with my bone folder. And then I'm just going to, you don't have to score this, you don't have to measure it out. Just line it up against your edge there, your folded edge. Just like that. And then hold it down at that edge and then just push this, and you can run the bone folder along there, and we're going to unfold it. So what you need to do is you need to take your tear and tape, and you're going to put this right along this outside edge, so there's no gap when you have your fold there. So we're going to put that right along the outside edge like that, and then we're going to put another piece of tear and tape along the bottom, just like that. If you want to fill in that little piece, you can. Not a huge deal. Everything's going to be held down. I'm not putting any tear and tape across the top because that's where the magic happens, and we can put that piece in towards the end. If you wanted to put it in now, you need to put in a small piece on each side of the fold so that when you pop it open, you've got a full edge to seal. Now, having done that, I can see where my little edge is going to be, so it might be worth doing it now. So let's just do that now. You can do it afterwards, you can do it now. You just need 2 small pieces. And I don't know why I do it with 2 small pieces as opposed to 1 larger piece, but I find the 2 small pieces easier to manage. So let's just do that. I'm not taking these apart though. I'm not peeling the backing off of these just yet. But these ones for the side and for the bottom, I am going to peel. And then I'm just going to fold this over, making sure I'm kind of lined up there. Give it a press. And that's the beauty of doing this fold to start with, is when you fold it over, you're going to be lined up. So that gives us just a flat piece like this. And I took my good old crimper. You don't need to do this if you don't have a crimper, but you just pop it in there, give it a couple of cranks, crank it back, and you've got a really nice patterned edge, which actually goes really nicely with this. So then you're going to take your little pouch, you're going to fill it, whatever you want to put in there, candy, a little present, whatever you want to put in there, now's the time to put it in. And then you do your tear and tape, just peel that off. And it's a little fiddly, but it's also fiddly to put the tape in afterwards. However you choose to do this, it's going to be a bit fiddly, but come on. Nope. Of course, the longest part of the video is getting the tape backing off. And then you just make sure you're lining up edge to edge, and then just give it a squish. Now, all of your things should be inside at this point because it's now sealed up, and you're just going to pop this in the crimper and give it a couple of turns, couple back. There we go. And that is our crimped, closed little pocket. Now for the tag, again, this can be anything. If you need to do end of year teacher gifts, or you could put a gift card in here. If you wanted to do, if you're doing a Christmas party or something at work, you can use these and just put little somethings inside. Or there are so many uses for these little pouches. Yeah, teacher gifts, gifts for work, birthday party favors. You know, if you're hosting a birthday party and you want to give everybody a little something to take home. So all I'm doing is I folded this piece of bubblegum ribbon, or bubble bath. I always call it bubblegum. I'm sorry. It's bubble bath ribbon in half, and then popping it through like this. And then just popping those 2 ends through like that. Oops, I've only pulled one. If it's a bow or a loop, you can guarantee I'm going to have to do it twice because that's just the way. That's just me. All right, let's do this again and get it right the second time around. We are going to just fold that over in half and fold it in half again. We're going to pop it through there. We're going to pop it through the hole. If you've got a decorative hole punch, you can use your decorative hole punch. If you just have your basic standard issue school supply list hole punch, you just use that. So we're just going to tug that down like that, make it tight, and then I'm going to take a piece of the silver trim. It comes in a package of 2, silver and gold, but because the trim in the other ribbon is silver, I'm going to use silver here. Just kind of tie onto that knot there, give it a bow, and it's just that little extra bit of bling. So there we go. That is our little pouch all made up. Super duper simple and really easy to make. So thank you for watching, and let's create together again soon.